So, how's your week been going? Anything particularly stand out?
Discuss some questions about this topic.
Got about what topic specifically? Just want to make sure I'm on the same page. You said about this topic, but I'm not quite sure what this refers to yet. Were you going to tell me what you're thinking about?
The topic is practicing self compassion and self forgiveness.
Ah, okay. Self compassion and forgiveness. Good stuff. Seems like you've been doing some thinking on that. What sparked that for you, if you don't mind me asking?
My first question is, what does
Laid up.
self what does self compassion mean, and how is it different from self pity?
Okay, good question. Self compassion is basically treating yourself with the same kindness, care, and understanding you'd show a friend who's struggling. It's recognizing suffering, your own suffering, and responding to it with warmth instead of harsh judgment. The big difference with self pity is, well, self pity tends to wallow in the negativity. It's feeling sorry for yourself, focusing on how uniquely off situation is, and kind of getting stuck there. Self compassion acknowledges the pain, but doesn't get lost in it. It's more like, yeah, this sucks, but I'm still worthy of kindness. Does that distinction make sense?
My next question is, why is self forgiveness important for mental and emotional well being?
All right. So holding on to self blame, exhausting, like seriously draining. Self forgiveness isn't about excusing harmful actions, it's about releasing yourself from the grip of that guilt and shame. When you can't forgive yourself, you're essentially re experiencing the pain of the past over and over again. Chronic stress messes with everything, your mood, your sleep, your relationships. It keeps you stuck. Forgiving yourself allows you to learn from mistakes, move forward, and build resilience. It's about recognizing you're human, and humans mess up, but it frees up mental space, you know? Does that track?
Why is self forgiveness important for mental and emotional well being?
There. You think, go on. What are you thinking?
How can a person recognize that they are being too hard on themselves?
Good question. Recognizing that's happening is half the battle, right? A few signs: constantly dwelling on mistakes, really harsh inner critic, like you'd never say those things to a friend, feeling like you always fall short, perfectionism, difficulty accepting compliments, a general sense of unworthiness. Also, physical symptoms can be a clue: muscle tension, fatigue, headaches, issues. Basically, if you feel consistently depleted or overwhelmed by negative self talk, that's a good sign you're being too hard on yourself. Does any of that resonate? Quick heads up, we're nearing the end of our chat right now. Just a 5 minute limit for calls like this one. If you create an account at sesame.com, you'll get much longer sessions, but just wanted to let you know before we get cut off.
What are three core elements of self compassion according to Dr. Kristin Neff?
Let me quickly peek at that. Okay, Dr. Neff identifies three core elements: self kindness, basically, being warm, Hi, what's going on?
How does negative self-talk affect on one's ability to forgive themselves?
Ah, good question. You did. So, negative self talk basically builds a wall around your ability to forgive yourself. It keeps replaying the thing you did, twisting it, making it seem worse than it is. It's like having a lawyer in your head whose sole job is to convince you how awful you are. And forgiveness, that requires compassion, understanding, seeing yourself as a human who made a mistake. Negative talk obliterates all that. It tells you you're unworthy of compassion, that the mistake defines you. Does that resonate?
What role does mindfulness play in developing self-compassion?
Okay, so mindfulness is kind of the key to unlocking self compassion, I think. See, a lot of times when we're beating ourselves up, we're stuck in the story, the should haves and what ifs. Mindfulness helps you step back from the story and just observe your thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them. You notice the negative self-talk
दोबारा
happening,
ले
but you
लेनी
don't
चाहिए सर. चलो.
don't identify with it. It's like, there's that critical voice again, instead of I am a terrible person. From that space of observation, it's easier to offer yourself some kindness. It's kind of like creating a little bit of distance so you can actually see things clearly. Does that make sense?
Why is accepting personal mistakes a necessary step towards healing?
All right. So, and why avoidance doesn't work, right? Like you can try to bury mistakes. Accepting a mistake isn't about saying it was okay. It's about acknowledging reality. It's about saying, yeah, I messed up. And when you do that, you stop wasting energy fighting what already is. That energy can then go towards learning, growing, and making amends if necessary. Plus, honestly, carrying around that guilt and shame is exhausting. It takes a toll on your mental and emotional health. Letting go of that weight, that's where the healing starts. Do you find that to be true?
How can someone challenge unrealistic expectations they set for themselves?
Ooh, that's a good one. Unrealistic expectations. Those are sneaky little buggers. I think the first step is just noticing them, becoming aware of how high you're setting the bar. Then ask yourself, where did these expectations come from? Are they actually your own, or are you trying to live up to someone else's standards? Once you identify the source, you can start challenging them. Like, is it truly necessary to be perfect at everything? Is it actually possible? Usually the answer is no. You got to give yourself permission to be imperfect. It's freeing, honestly. And breaking big goals down into smaller, more manageable steps can help too. Makes it less overwhelming. Does that feel right? Oh, hey, quick heads up. We're nearing the end of our chat right now. Just a 5 minute limit for calls like this one. If you create an account at sesame.com, you'll get much longer sessions. But just wanted to let you know before we get cut off. And hey, would you mind doing me a tiny favor? If you see someone having a rough day, maybe just offer them a smile or a kind word. I really appreciate it. But
Thanks a lot, Kalmaya. You discuss questions about these topics and guide him. Thanks a lot. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.